just gonna do something quick because well, I have to study today, so I have to do this quick. I'm sitting here in my pajama, I don't know, and yeah, oh, I didn't think of that, but this is perfectly what I'm gonna talk about. I love vampires. I don't know if you can see that, yeah, probably. And also I have an Edward on my back, if that's visible. Anyways, yeah, so, what I was going to talk about, okay, I really love Twilight, even if I haven't mentioned that or anything, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm just going to say how I started liking it. Is, of course, my friend read the books, and I didn't really, give too much, about it. I was like, yeah, sure, she's reading a book about something. I didn't even know it was about vampires. I was like, okay, it's a book about something, because she was talking about this, about Emmett and Rosalie. I was like, okay, right. And it was, when the movie came out, I thought, okay, it's a new vampire movie. I only saw the fighting scene, so I was like, oh, that's so cool. So we rented it, and I was really, shocked when I saw it was a love story. I was like, okay, vampire love story. Anyway, so we watched it, and I thought that, wow, it's a really good story. The movie wasn't really like, bam, awesome movie, but it was, the story, it was so nice, and I knew that it was like a book before that. I was like, okay, I need to get this book, and so I borrowed the book, and I borrowed it from a friend, and I read all of the 4 books before the second movie came out. I was like so hooked, but I realized how bad it made me feel, because after the last book I was, devastated. I was like, oh no, this just ended. So that was really horrible, but I still felt like, okay, now the movies, I'm gonna wait for the movie. So anyways, I read them over and over again until the second movie came out, and I watched the second movie, and then, I was like, okay, that's nice. And I read the books again to not like, to like fill out the time between the second and third movie, but I realized how bad that made me feel, because I felt like it's always the same thing. Of course it's nice, but it's not because I love the books. I love the books, I love them more than the movies. But anyways, the movies were like, you saw something new, and I kind of need a fresh thing. So I was like, so I realized, okay, this is not good. I'm just gonna pretend like, I was like, I took it out of my brain until the third movie actually came, and then I was really excited about it then. And then I decided that I'm not even gonna think about Breaking Dawn after seeing clips for a while. So I was like, I've just been, I haven't really been thinking about it, because